Neil Simon, the Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright, died Sunday. He was 91. His work performed more than any other playwright in modern history. Here's NBC's Matt Bradley.
The nation's without a doubt leading comedic playwright. Would you welcome Neil Simon?
This morning, a light is out on Broadway. Neil Simon was known to many as the patron saint of laughter. He blessed Broadway and the big screen with more than 30 plays and movies, earning more Oscar and Tony nominations than any other writer.
You would never have a flop if there were a formula. There is no formula for it.
Simon started in the 1950s writing for Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows alongside legends like Mel Brooks, Carl Reiner, and Woody Allen. At the time, comedy writers struggled for serious recognition in the theater world. But Simon's work combined gags and one-liners with deeper character studies and highly developed plot lines. Like in 1963's Come Blow Your Horn with Frank Sinatra.
Hiya, baby.
The 1961 stage version was Simon's first Broadway play.
I think people get the image that I sit down and write a lot of jokes and then try to get into a play. I don't at all. I think of a story. I think of characters mostly. The dialogue comes last. The dialogue surprises me.
But Simon did more than just define Broadway. He redefined comedy, pointing his satire at the ordinary and the everyday, dissecting difficult relationships in movies like 1967's Barefoot in the Park. The stage version first brought Simon fame.
If the honeymoon doesn't work out, let's not get divorced. Let's kill each other.
And The Odd Couple, which later became a hit film and TV show, introducing the world to a now beloved stock character, the urban neurotic.
You create a pressure inside your head, it opens up the eustachian tube.
All of it deeply rooted in Simon's uniquely New York experience, one he was able to translate for the rest of the country and the world.
I just hope that what I find funny, the rest of America would find funny.
As Simon matured, so did his comedy, addressing childhood and adolescence in hits like Brighton Beach Memoirs.
Am I gonna be a writer unless I suffer?
And darker comedy dramas like Lost in Yonkers, winning him a Pulitzer.
It's up to you boys to convince her that you won't be any trouble and that you really want to live here.
Simon was one of the rare living writers to lend his name to a Broadway theater, leaving a legacy that still keeps us laughing. For today, Matt Bradley, NBC News.
91.
Yeah, he will be missed.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.